What's up, y'all? We have got another replay. This time it's gonna be a ZVP between our blue Zerg Timboslice and the red Protoss crew, all caps. Crew is gonna be starting things off with a low ground pylon. This is pretty ambitious for the map. Very easily rushable. Can send lings across pretty quickly. But Crew, I suppose, feeling confident in his defensive abilities. And Timbo, changing things up from his usual hatchery opening, he's going to be dropping a 16 pool. And Crew's going to spot that right away. And he's just gonna back out and delay the expansion. And Timbo is throwing down that gas as well, but it is going to be a little bit later. You do typically see people go for gas before pool, just so you have more gas and you can get that speed up sooner. Timbo did try to take that base, but it was denied by Crew, so Timbo settles for the third location. And actually canceling it so he can get the natural. Now that does cost 75 minerals. I don't know if it's worth it, because you're gonna usually want that third anyways. So, I don't know if that's worth it. But he does cancel and go for that natural when the probe is not looking. Now Crew, he is getting his wall up. He's going for that Nexus. And again, that's pretty bold, having seen Timbo go for the pool first. I mean, he could have had lings out by now and they'd be running across. They could do damage. Crew, as we can see, doesn't have any army units just yet, not even producing out of his gateway. So yeah, Timbo could have done damage if he got some earlier lings. As we do see his queens already done, getting a second one. That can be sent over to the natural once that's done. And Crew now chrono boosting that zealot out. That does complete his wall. And ooh, Baneling Nest out of Timbo. This is gonna be the Blame Your Peers build. A quick Baneling bust against Protoss, because nobody wants to play against a late game Protoss. Now Crew, he's getting a Stargate, as Protoss players usually like to do. And the only defense he has currently is this one Zealot, soon to be an Adept as well. But it's not a whole lot. It's going to rely on those to buy time until this Oracle comes out. An Oracle, typically a harassment unit, but it can be okay on the defense, just activating its pulsar beam? I forget what it's called. Just activate it, beam down lings. And Timbo, the bunch of lings running across the map now. I think this could have hit maybe a little earlier, but he is on the way, and just kidding, he sees a single Adept and he decides to back away. And he is going to get the surround there. Does take out that Adept. Nice little catch, but Crew is aware of all those lings now. He should be doing something, but no reaction out of Crew, and that may prove to be fatal. He does use that Oracle to drop a Stasis Ward. That could be very useful in delaying this attack, but I don't think that's going to be enough. What else is Crew going for? There's that Stasis, only trapping about 10 or so Zerglings. And here comes Timbo. Good force field from Crew, buying some more time, but is that going to be enough? just barely for now, but here comes Timbo again. Does Crew have another force field? Yes, he does. That was clutch. Buying himself some more time, dropping another stasis. I don't know if that's the best use of your energy. I feel like he could have just activated the beam and went for the banelings, but here they come once again. Not enough energy for another force field. They do come crashing through the pylon. This battery, despite the overcharge, doesn't have power. There's no pylons in the area. So in come the lings, and what does Crew have left? Not a whole lot. Sentries, they don't really do a ton of damage. These oracles are pretty dry. Now he is desperately trying to warp in some additional units, but is it too late? I think so. 6 probes remaining, make that 4. And Timbo gonna be taking out pylons? Gonna not even depower anything if he takes that out, but he does stream in with more reinforcements. Crew not able to close that wall in time. 2 probes remaining, and now it's 4 once again. He has reprobed, but that is just gonna be too little, too late. He is DED dead, and Timbo going to secure this victory against the Protoss player Crew. And it's only a matter of time now. We're watching the slow death of Mr. Crew, who is still trying to hold on, morphing in more adepts, but well, with this shield battery overcharged, that might be enough just to hold off. But 2 workers, he is so dead. Why no leave? And Timbo trying to overpower the shield battery, not going to be enough. Now the overcharge does run out, so we could try to go back in. He's going to morph some more banelings yet again. Crew's going to poke out with his oracles, see all that, but they don't really have a whole lot of energy, so there's not much he can do. Would like to see him fully wall this off, throw another gateway there if it can fit. But okay, a force field is nice, but not perfect location. The banelings do blow up that pylon. He has to waste another force field to fully wall that off. And Timbo just not able to really close it out just yet, but he's still vastly in the lead. He does spill through. There's a gap there. Oh, that's brutal. That's what we call a Timbo wall. And Timbo streaming through into the main, gonna bypass that shield battery and take out this nexus. The gateway, Stargate, assimilators, these are all going to go down. And Crew, not sure why he's still in this game. He doesn't really have anything left. He's got 4 probes, 3 of which are not doing anything. Does move up with 2 sentries and an adept, but decides not to tempt fate there. Gonna go back down, try to hold on to the natural. And oracles, not sure what they were doing, but they are completely dry once again. Were they beaming down stuff? Not sure. Only 1 kill and 2 kills, so haven't been doing a whole lot, these oracles. I do think the stasis trap was a mistake. Should have just went for the beam instead. And the main base now of Crew completely dead. Ling's gonna run back down into the natural, gonna hold position on the mineral line, so that's gonna help them take out a couple more probes. And they're just gonna find whatever damage they can. It is 60 supply to 20. Not sure why Crew is still in this. Timbo, 1,100 minerals in the bank. Gonna be throwing down a spire for good measure. Why not? He's chilling on almost 3 bases. This one only kind of half mining, but that is still far superior to Crew's mining, who is now gonna poke out with those 2 oracles. See if he can find some equalizing damage. Spoiler alert, he will not. Does get a few drones, that's nice, sure. But it's still 50 to 7. And yeah, he could take out 2 whole bases and Timbo would still be in the lead. But of course these oracles don't really have that much energy. Crew says such a pussy. And Timbo throwing out the blame your peers. Love to see it. Not sure why Crew is still in this. I mean, I applaud the effort, but you are so dead. And are we gonna get some more trash talk? Please. Looks like no, at least not for now. A couple adepts gonna be moving on out. Don't really know what he hopes to achieve with this. 2 adepts. I mean, I guess because Timbo doesn't have any army out on the map. There's a chance that they find like 3 kills, but he doesn't finish that shade. Instead, he's just gonna lose those to mutas. And oracles come in once again, but they get taken out by mutas as well. Crew with the ha 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 bag. Okay, and just leaves. So weird game, but very satisfying to crush a Protoss like that. And Timbo showing us how it's done with the Blame Your Peers build.